What's up, YouTube? Tim from SSG here, and I just got back from the Springfield Regional, and I finished 14th. A lot of people were asking me about my deck profile, so I wanted to showcase it, and let's get right into it. I was playing Infernoid, so I got triple Decatron, 2 Antra. Was not playing this originally, but it's just an extra name and an extra out to Beals. Play triple Hammerdick, triple Petrulia, once the Jet for Feast, triple Sightsmith. I still don't know why this card is not hollow, so I'm hoping in the OTS in December we'll finally get it. Just non-targetable removal is just really good. 2 Atondal, 2 Deviati, 2 Inoku, and for the non-Inferno monsters, it's just 2 Card Trooper and a Maxi. Spells. I was expecting Pendulum Magicians to be heavily represented in this event, and I was correct. So I built it around resolving Void Imagination. This card is just absolutely insane. If you can resolve it, it just puts so much advantage and pressure on your opponent. Advantage for yourself, pressure for your opponent. Triple Void Vanishment, just search out the Imagination, Seer, and Feast. 2 Twin Twister, just for generic back row removal. And I played 2 Scapegoat. I'll talk about this for a second. Me and my brother were heavily debating on whether or not Scapegoat was really good. It just nets you so much advantage off the one card because links are a thing now. And like I just decided to play it, and it helped me quite a few times when it popped up. And I'll touch back on that at the end when I go through the extra deck. 1 Void Seer, 1 Future Fusion, 1-for-1 Reasoning, Monster Gate for the spells. And to round up the deck, the 3 traps are just Void Feast. If I ever resolve this turn 1 or just any time, that will just win me the game pretty much. Extra deck. I played 2 Infernoid Tierra. Just sometimes you don't always want to send an extra Nistus because it's not going to pop anything. So sometimes you want the extra name to send this, or sometimes you will resolve double Imagination. Triple Nistus. Just whenever this sent off Tierra, just pops the card on the field, your opponent's board, so it's just really, really good. Black Rose for just nuking the board. Double Omega for like those grind games, it just refills your graveyard, hits cards out of your opponent's hand, and puts power cards back into the deck. Sometimes I'll dump this off the Tierra if they don't have enough cards for me to pop with the Nistus. 1 rank 4 when is Castell. It's just really good spot removal. It was either between this and Diamond Direwolf, and me and my brother decided on Castell because it's a body. For the links, I played 2 Link Spider, 1 Mises Radiant, 1 Proxy Dragon, 1 Gaia Saber, and 1 Topological Bomber Dragon. And this I want to elaborate more on here because there's just so many interactions, so many different ways you could play around when you have the Scapegoat. So, like, end phase, you have the space for it, you're going to Scapegoat, and you can turn it into Mises Radiant, double Link Spider, which is a lot of damage. And none of them have levels or ranks, so all the Infernoid clauses, you don't have to worry about that. You can even leave a token if you want to do proxy. Sometimes I'll just do the Link Spider and the Gaia Saber. There's just so many options. Like, proxy's the one that's just generic because it's just any 2, so you can get rid of the Tierra and any other monsters to free up your stuff. So you have so you go this, drop a 8 or lower along with Inoku or Deviati. And then the only time that you ever get out the Bomber Dragon is with just the Mises Radiant and the 2 Link Spiders. That only came up for me once this weekend. It was just to like bait up back row because it specifically has to be effect monsters, so this is the only way that this is going to come out. But its effect is really, really good, and just extra damage, and the beater is just a really good body to have. For side deck, have Sticky String. He can be added back off Mises Radiant. 2 Gamma Seal. 2 Denko, this is just for Paleo, and just heavy back row, like rogue decks. So if I summon this and resolve a Deviati, that'll pretty much just seal the deal. Play Triple Ash for like the Demise and Desire decks. Twin Twister for extra back row removal. And Cosmic Cyclones for the Draco matchup. And just the pendulum matchup too, I guess, just to remove like certain cards, like the pendulum graph, or if you don't want to pop like one of the magicians in the scale. And I thought there was going to be a lot of Cosmo, or ABC at least, so I wanted to just have the system down. It's just pretty much board wipe, reset them, and I don't have to use my bodies to banish stuff out of the graveyard. And then my matchups, round 1 I played against my boy T. He's playing Draco Demise. We both kind of bricked, so it was like just a little grind game back and forth until one of us drew more power cards than the other one, and it was him. That happens sometimes. Round 2 I played against another really cool guy, and he was playing Subterrors. That is a deck profile that I also got for the challenge because I thought it was a really good build, just like for rogue players and stuff. Like, I always wanted to play that deck for fun, and I think his build is definitely a really, really good starting point. He would just like set up his board and have an Area Beast, and I have to play through that each time. So that was a really good, tough grind game. Round 3 I played against Pendulum Magicians. That's when like I really started like to show, like people were watching, they were like, oh man, the Link combos are just insane, like End-Phase Scapegoat, getting all the Link monsters and resolving Imagination, and it's just like really hard for Pendulums to deal with. Round 4 I played against the Vanilla Spiral deck, and it's just a really good grind game back and forth, and just Deviatus, they would just clear out the back row each time just to seal the deal. Round 5 I played against another Pendulum Magicians. I did lose that time. I could not play through Tornado Dragon, Ghost Ogre, and Ash, but I mean, it happens sometimes. There's not really anything you can do about that. Round 6 I played against another Draco Demise deck. Game 1 was just kind of grindy, but like I just overpowered him. And then game 2, I kind of bricked, and then I 1-for-1 was my only play. He Imperial Ordered, so I just put a Sidesmith on board, just kept swinging with that. So between that and the Imperial Order, he just lost in a few turns. Round 7 I played against Trickstar. That was a awkward matchup just because it's Trickstar. But once I was able to get rid of the Crystal Wing, like I was just able to grind my way back and win both games. And then the last round I played against Paleozoic. It was just a little grindy. Game 1, game 2, like I don't think he really had much back row going on. So like he had 5, but like they weren't doing anything. So I was just poking with Petrulia. And then I got to the point where we ended up going into time. He got out a Totally Awesome, and I had Petrulia on board, so I popped his back row, which is a wine which you couldn't use because he's only 800 life. So I summoned another Petrulia, made a Castella, try and bait out the Toad. He fell for it, negated that, and I was able to resolve Imagination and summon Tiara and attack over the Toad for game. So, and I was at table 8, so I was hoping my tiebreakers were good enough, but they weren't. So, but I know a lot of people are asking about this, so I definitely want to show off the deck. It's definitely a lot more things I want to try with, and as the more links come out, like just the possibilities just endless pretty much. So I think this deck has a bright future. Definitely a strong Pendulum matchup. Shoutouts, I want to give shoutouts to MetaMats, of course. This gorgeous Way of the Warrior mat. Definitely go to their website. The link will be in the description below. Definitely get this one. They got any ones that you want to customize. You can make your own. Shoutouts to my boy Roy for recording for me today. Shout out to my brother Dan for staying up with me the night before, running all the numbers and statistics for what we wanted to play, for what I want to play in the deck, with like the scapegoats and everything. That was definitely awesome. So definitely don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the deck profile, and just any questions, just feel free to let me know. Alright, Tim, signing out, guys.